Let's just quickly see how we're doing here. Awesome. Okay. What is the conjugate acid of hydrosulfuric? Well, HSO4 minus. So conjugate acid of HSO4 minus. So with that being said, if we want to find out the conjugate acid, we have to assume that it's reacting with that this will be the base. So we have this base here. So if you want a base, we want to be able to make it react with water. So we have HSO4 minus plus H2O. Okay. Reason why I write it like this, because right now it's asking for the conjugate acid. So this is our base. This is our acid in this case. So then, because that's due to the rules of the Bronsted-Lowry acid and bases, hydrogen is going to donate a proton to HSO4. So we're going to have H2SO4, no longer a minus here. So this will be our conjugate acid, plus OH minus will be our conjugate base for water. So as this question asks, the conjugate acid of HSO4 will be H2SO4. So the answer should be sulfuric acid. And this here, the HSO4, that one, if you're curious about its name, would be a hydrogen sulfate ion, I believe. So with that being said, the conjugate acid will be sulfuric acid H2SO4. Okay, and it's only asking for the conjugate acid. If the question asks for the conjugate base, for example, it'd be HSO4 again, but this time I would actually use OH, because now this is acting as the acid, this will be acting as a base, and then we would get SO4 2 minus, so it would be a sulfate ion, which is going to be the conjugate base, plus H2O, which would be the conjugate acid here. And you can see they still match, and SO4 2 minus will be the conjugate base. Okay, so that would be how you do the conjugate acid of HSO4. It's important that you note what they're asking for instead of whether it's acid or base, because the conjugate acid will have one more proton, and the conjugate base will have one less proton. Okay, so with that being said, this is correct. And now question number 13.